Welcome to the first flight out of 10 flights that I have done as part of a scholarship that I have received from the Figure 1 Foundation. A scholarship for upset recovery, spin training and introduction to aerobatics. In this video we'll be covering things such as stalls, different stall scenarios such as stalls that have a climbing turn, accelerating stalls, stalls in a forward slip. We'll also be looking at different spin scenarios, and I'll be trying inverted flight for the first time. To understand and have context of what you're about to watch and why you're watching it, you should have watched the full 17-minute video of where I tell the whole story. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it in the description, or you can click in the card up here. Of the 10 flights, I managed to record 6 of them with usable footage and audio. The other 4, there was something wrong with the image or the audio was just unusable, so there's no point in sharing that. The audio in these flights are as real as it gets. I tried some AI software to clean up the audio, quite a few different ones, with no avail. I went to the next level as I hired a, sound engineer to try and fix the audio, but also with no avail. So the audio is as good as it's gonna be and also as real as it's gonna be. To make this video more digestible, I've cut out idle parts such as climbs, descents and straight and level flight. I've also added timestamps so you can navigate through the video. Because of this, there will be context missing such as radio calls, briefs, and scenarios like that. So just keep that in mind. Which brings me to my next point, the disclaimer.
Warning: the following is not flight training. It is for information and entertainment purposes only. Do not attempt any of these flight maneuvers without a suitably qualified instructor in an appropriately rated aircraft.
Right, let's go flying. If you want to view the full syllabus and follow along, I've put the link down in the description to Olmsted Aviation website with the syllabus. Let's go. One more thing that I would like to add here is that I'm by no means claiming to be an aerobatic pilot. At the time of recording, I am not proficient in any of these aerobatic maneuvers, nor am I currently an aerobatic pilot. Nor am I a PITS pilot. I am not rated on a PITS special at time of recording, and if I would try to fly one, it would probably end up in disaster. With that being said, let's go.
You want to try to take off on this one? Alright, you can assist me up. Alright, I'll be right here with you. So, what I'll have you do, line up on the runway, put the elevator neutral. Like it is now. So full throttle, 66168, left downwind 22. And count to 2, then you'll raise the tail up. Fine, ready? Yep, go ahead, full power. Go ahead and raise the tail gently, just hold everything steady. Don't push anymore. Okay, go ahead and rotate. Good, nice job. Climb at 90 miles an hour. That's climb. Okay, so you're playing? Airplane. Why don't you just start with power on stall? Power on. Yeah. On. It's not sufficient altitude. The car are hitting. Good. Turn it in. Right. Alright, so we're gonna keep the power on. Jump. Slowly. Notice how it goes left there on the stall brake when you push. It's hanging. Did you notice that heading change to the left? No. So that's the gyroscopic we were talking about. Alright, you gotta do that again? Yeah, so when you push, add a little bit of right rudder to stay on heading. Only when you see the airplane pitching down, then add right rudder. There you go. Alright. Yeah, good job. How about a stall on a climbing turn? Fine. This one's 3 minutes, 3 minutes. Don't worry about the roll component on the stall brake. The only thing that really matters is yaw. If it doesn't yaw when it's stalling, you're not going to spin. Even if it does drop us a wing. So try not to add aileron until south side of the freeway here. What is speed you were looking at? Let's do it from 90. Right. Okay, pop that stick back hard. There you go. Good. Let's do a wing over, and I'm going to have you do an accelerated stall on the dive down. On the down line. So go ahead and dive down like you're going to do a wing over. I don't care if you go right or left. Okay. Go ahead. Push it up more. Now pull back and do the accelerated stall hard. Go, pull. There you go. Got everything clear. 1 minute, 40,000 feet loaded on the plane. Definitely Aerobatic area to this. This is moving to the north side of the freeway right now. Okay, so just go ahead and make a right turn. We're going to stay on the north side. Right turn. We'll work our way back towards the left. Cool, thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the help. We're at 6,000 feet outside the Aerobatic box. Let's do a spin to lose altitude. Why don't you do a spin out of a climbing turn to the left? Get on east of 80. Approaching over the city. Climbing to the left. Hold on. Scout, you're still on the practice area. Okay, go ahead. Climb to the left. Scout is over Santa Paula. Lead the speed. Yes, you're still on the practice area frequency, not Santa Paula frequency. Okay, a little bit of left rudder, pull the stick all the way back. Okay, power, rudder, stick neutral, and look for a heading to recover out on the horizon. Good. Feel that extra yaw with the engine there. Now, let's do another spin. You're up for it. Go ahead and reduce the power. Let's do another right. Okay, same entry. Yeah, let's do the same entry. Go ahead. Okay, power on. Power on, yep. Right rudder. Stick back. Oh. Okay, you got it. We barely stalled it, but it still went around, didn't it? Oh. Why do you mean? Okay, let's go ahead and reduce the power. We're trying to lose altitude here. No, you can't manage to lose the altitude. So let me give you one of those unusual attitude recoveries. That will bring us down. Okay. My plane? Your airplane? So what I'm going to have you do is reduce the power when I say the word recover. Okay. And then unload and roll. Okay, I'm just going to put us into a random. Okay, go ahead, recover, unload, roll. Full deflection. Good. Cover on heading. A little bit of power to not shock the engine. And let's make a left turn, no need to climb anymore. Just hold this altitude, good. We'll head westbound. Oh, nice. Now, let's intentionally do the wrong recovery. Let's go back to that. I mean, instead of unloading and rolling, I'm going to have you do the same, from the same scenario, I'm going to have you pull and roll. Let's just see what happens, alright? Pull and roll. Yeah, so we're going to, let me just demonstrate. You're right. That was it. Bring us over. Okay, so instead of letting it rolling, I'm going to pull and roll. Look at all that drag. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of altitude. And you felt the lack of roll performance there with that high angle of attack. Okay. Night day, huh? Push and roll. I had the stick in the same spot. I just did push first. So that pushes, that unload, it makes all the difference. How you feeling? Alright. Excellent, alright. What do we got? So let's do some let's go back to our stalls now that we're at a good altitude. And I'm going to have you do a stall and a forward slip with power on. So go ahead and your plane, you can put it fire, give it some power. That is not power. Yeah, that's fine. Pitch up. Get it nice and slow. There you go. Drop the wing. Step on the top rudder and pull it into the stall. There, alright. Go ahead and recover. Yeah, full aileron and full rudder deflection. You still had it under control. Yeah. And full elevator deflection back, and we still didn't do anything. Now let's do the same thing. Go ahead and pitch up. Okay. And I'm going to have you step on the left rudder as we get slower, and then stall it with the bottom rudder in the skid. Now go ahead, left rudder, and go ahead and pull back. Alright, power. Rudder. Stick neutral, then the power comes in. Well, let's keep it on the north side of the freeway here. Let's do that exercise that we were doing in the turn, pulling as hard as you can without stalling it in the turn. Okay. Yep. But let's do it with power on this time. Right, how much power do you want? You can do a 3/4 throttle, something like that. Whatever you feel. That's around there. Yep. Yeah, go ahead. Put it into a steep turn. Right, and the old steep turn. And as hard as you can pull without stalling it. Oh, where's the limit right there? Good, and then kind of back off and try it again. Play with that limit. Same spot as yesterday, even though we have power in. Notice that? Oh. Let's do one to the right. Right there, yep. Right there. How you feeling? Great. Alright, so let's do some of those Dutch rolls. Okay. Let me just demonstrate what I was talking about, my plane. Your airplane. I'm gonna just do some Dutch rolls. Watch the wingtip. Watch how I can get it to go straight down and straight up. Now watch if I don't use the pedals as it goes up, it gets pulled backwards. With drag, goes down and slides forward with less drag. Okay. And if I overdo the pedals, I could kind of muscle it over this way and that way. But you can feel the difference with that coordinated roll going straight up, straight down. Oh, clearly. You want to play with that? Okay, your plane. A little bit too much on the left rudder there. Oh, that feels pretty good. And how about this? Let's try this, my plane. Alright, so I'm going to just drop a wing, neutralize everything, raise the wing, neutralize everything. I don't care if I change heading a little bit when I set the bank like this, okay? But when I roll in and out, I want that nice and coordinated. So I'm kind of doing a turning Dutch roll. See that? Yeah. It's just turning when I'm fixed in the bank. When I'm rolling into it and rolling out of it, it stays on the point, coordinated. Okay, let me get a point at eastbound. I'll give it back to you. Okay, your plane? My airplane. That's more realistic with that pause in between and neutralizing everything. Good. Cool, not bad. Alright, let's dive and do some Dutch rolls. Let's get as much speed as you can and rock the wings back and forth. So dive up to the top of the green. Okay, one and a half each to dive. Yep. Okay, go for it. Push it over. Okay, now start wagging down. Doesn't need as much rudder, does it? Yeah, right? Yeah. Now go ahead and pitch up. Let's get it really nice and slow. Hold it super nose high. Let's get it to like approach speed. There you go. Now rock the wings. Feel all the drag on the wings now? Oh. That is a lot more rudder when you're slow, actually, right? You know, it's interesting. You'd kind of think it'd be the other way around almost, but not so much. No. More induced drag when you're slow, and induced drag is the adverse yaw. Alright, we turn around and westbound. with power on, let's simulate one like we're on a takeoff climb. Okay. So, let me show you what I mean by plane, or airplane. Okay, so takeoff climb. I'm gonna first get the airplane to a rotation speed or less. I'm gonna pretend like we rotate too early. So I'm gonna go ahead and go full power and start pulling up like we're lifting off the ground too early. Okay, so here we're rotating, and that engine's gonna take us around. I'll go power, rudder, brake the stall. Oh, that's all. I'm you do the same thing. You can see rotating too early there, climbing with too much angle of attack. Too high of a pitch attitude as well in this case. So your plane, airplane, why don't you slow it down to like 60, give it full power. Good. Let it spin. Let go of that rudder. There you go. Now full pumps the rudder, yeah. You were correcting for the turning tendencies there, but as soon as you let go of that right rudder, it starts spinning. No, you see it, so the engine, in this case, we didn't force it into the spin, the engine did it for us. No, all we had to do is pull back out of a climb. You can see how that could happen though, rotating too early.
Over the 101 freeway to the east.
Let's do a clearing turn, look out for traffic here.
Climbing to 3,500 feet.
And I'm going to show you one of the simulated go-around spin entries or unusual attitude entries. Still feeling good? Yep. Okay, good. Level us up. I'm going to take the controls. Follow with me. I'm just going to demonstrate an initiation of a go-around. So I got the trim set for landing right now. Okay. I got the power to idle. I'm going to be coming in a little slower than approach speed, just to simulate like I got a little slower. Okay. I'm going to initiate a go-around and basically freeze up on the controls as they are now. I just won't push forward, won't pull back. I'm just going to keep them where they are now. And I'm not going to move the pedals. I'm going to freeze up on those too. Let's see what happens. Ready? Okay. Okay, that power pitches the nose up. Got this. I didn't do anything. Alright, power back, opposite rudder, brake the stall. I didn't move the controls one bit. No, I felt it. Pretty wild, huh? You want to try one? Right. How you feeling on a 1 to 10 scale? 10's the best. About 7. 7? Okay. You feel it in your stomach a little bit? Yeah? You want to try that go around? Why don't you take the controls? I got the trim set for you. Okay, so you'll go ahead and add full power, but don't change the rudders at all, and don't change the elevator. Just let it go over on its own. Okay? Okay, good. Full power, let it pitch up, let it I think you might have did a little correction there on accident. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean you definitely can see. You don't do that again. Alright. Have you got enough altitude? Yeah. So we're around 80. But I'm speeding up on the... a little bit of left rudder. Yeah, here, let's... Okay, got it, recover. Power. Inverted flight, but alright, you up for that, or how's your stomach doing? It's fine. What number are you right now? It's close to it. Okay, so I'm going to initiate us first just to check your headset. Why don't you hold on to that? Right. My plane. Or airplane.
Santa Paula, back area, real light. We are still out here south of 125th Street, Santa Paula, somewhere. This is still northwest.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll out the burden. Your seatbelt's good and tight on the left? Okay. Alright, let's straight ahead. I'm going to check it out. Okay. How was that? Oh, it's okay. Okay. horizon. Makes quite a bit of forward pressure. Just square those wings up, see how they're... There you go. Okay, and then relax and roll. So unload and roll. Roll. Full aileron deflection. There you go. Good. Nice exit. How you feeling? I think I'll be from the ceiling to 5, Okay. Well, let's start heading back. We got everything done. So I got the plane for now. Okay. Actually, if you want to go ahead, you can keep descending going this way. Okay, you're fine. Maybe just do one roll on the way down. Well, we're already out of the aerobatic area. We'll catch some more rolls on the next one. Alright. Yeah, the aerobatic area, red strip is exiting area west for Takeoff. You see airport? You should. If you want to shoot the approach, I may take over on the landing, but you can shoot the approach if you want to do a little slip on the approach, that's fine, but from here, let's just do a normal entry. So you saw how quick this thing comes down. Yeah. Why don't you get a little closer to the runway, and we're going to turn inside of this bridge right here. Alright. So go ahead and start your turn. Yeah, that's a short approach to final position. Yeah, keep your speed up, nose down, we'll try and land a little long. Look out towards final real quick. Okay, good. Always check that. This way. There. Okay, nose up. Nose up. Good. Start bringing the throttle back and the nose up slightly. Nose up. The nose is going to be a lot higher than you think, so a little bit more. More. Now let it come down. And we'll put some weight on that tail wheel as soon as it touches. Stick all the way back. Stick all the way back. Alright, just keep the pedals neutral if the airplane's not wandering. There's no side load. We'll use some light brakes. Turning base for runway 22. This is there. Resistance. Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted you to get a little taste of it, so you know what to expect. You know. That's also quite over.